Like
That was not glass.
interesting. A little strong there, Mr. President.
Quite the
I don't think so. Maybe I just saw it wrong. I don't know. But like that medication, yeah, the medication he's taking is gonna come
Ross's orders was to take us into custody, so I called in a favor.
From who?
Thanks for doing this.
No problem, Captain. Brass never makes you down.
Hey.
Oh, there they are.
Ready to go.
You sure you can knock out Stern's mind control?
I should be able to run the program that blocks the light signals that Stearns has been sending out to control people.
Okay.
What if he's already gotten someone?
Shit. That's a good point.
Good. Okay.
That was your question. How do you know that you're not?
Are you crazy?
Smart. Get it out of the way.
Sounds pleasant. Let's dance.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That rules that out.
We're clear here at least.
Do you have anybody that you trust that can take a look at these and tell me what's in them?
Sure, I got someone. Get on.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's got peppermint.
Through there.
Listen,
Spearmint. Okay.
Yeah, let's see what those things are. I love how this almost feels like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk more than it does a Captain America.
Right.
It's kind of weird, but I guess it works.
Kevlar weed, I presume?
perks of the job. And you said you were going to find the man who wasted your time. I want to know what you learned.
Samuel Stearns. Gruesome fella, don't you think?
I've seen it.
Not without your Avengers.
Fair.
Full immunity and all talk.
I would have called my
Are
friend.
you kidding? You're here because you're
I'd be
all
like,
options.
guys,
You heard what he did to those
something's up.
shooters.
I need
Guy
help.
like Stearns doesn't like loose ends alive.
Yeah.
You're one of them, buddy.
Yeah, he's just gonna be
Reduce
nice.
sentence.
Well, I'm Avengers.
Alan Wood. My own cell.
Damn.
Let me hear what you got first.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
My own
You know, it was
self.
my old unit that found Stearns in the wreckage of Harlem.
Wow.
They said he'd been
Wow.
infected with Bruce Banner's blood, but it didn't give him strength.
What did it give?
A mind capable of impossible
His
calculations.
brain grew big.
Ross
Wow.
being Ross,
Brain.
he saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
Instead of removing the gamma from Stearns' blood, he upped the dose.
Oh,
Made
wow.
Stearns his own personal think tank, creating technology and weapons for the state.
He's been busy.
He's literally been the brains of
Why
the
did
operation
Stearns
the
go
entire
along
time.
with it?
I don't think he had a
Echo
choice.
One was the stick. I imagine a partner was the carrot.
Yeah. There you go.
16 years?
Ross told Stearns he'd let him go once he became president.
But then he
And
didn't.
yet, here we are.
But then he didn't.
Just like you said.
So Stearns hired you to steal Japan's adamantium, knowing it would divide the two countries.
Okay.
He paid us through a CIA black fund.
That could kill the treaty and start a war.
That's it.
That's exactly what they want.
Ross would be
Well on
blamed
our
for
way
the
to that.
chaos. How do you think a man with Ross's temperament
never changes.
will deal with being caught in a
We knew
trap?
this.
He's saying way too much info.
If you break out of Allen Wood, I'll find you.
Okay.
When
He
the
doesn't care
cell.
though. He doesn't care.
You won't walk away alive.
I guess I'll keep his end.
Damn.
Damn.
Did you know?
Of course,
Guy.
but Ross is not that man anymore. None of us have to be defined by our past.
Yeah. My guy needs 24 hours on the pills.
Okay. We need to get to D.C. and tell Ross what Stearns is planning.
President Ross is an NDC.
Ross is not that man anymore.
He's on the
Not
USS
tormenting
Mellius.
people, keeping them
They just
locked
moved
up.
into the Indian Ocean.
Oh, the conflict is already starting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We need to move.
War's about to break out.
How are they gonna
right
stop
now.
this?
Right.
Oh my god.
Literally not calm for more than a second.
This is really bad.
And
man.
Dr.
Hello,
Strange.
God.
May I use your phone?
Ooh, and the light is even worse,
Right.
yo. God, please.
He just shot up the place. Wow. Why didn't Ross just keep his word, man?
No, I haven't.
Oh, because he wanted to keep this.
Celestial Island. It's actually
Finally, guys. It took like, I don't know, 5 years?
It's really cool they gave a follow-up to all that chaos that happened.
Yeah, with the attorneys, yeah.
Massive.
Because I'd imagine this would have mine it, see what they can
I mean, the thing is, that thing is huge. Like, I feel like it would benefit the whole
I do
world,
think this
no?
would be a good job of bringing kind
I haven't seen Ross
of
like
different
this
parts
since
of
the
the different
You better snap out of it because whatever Stearns is planning is happening.
Like, we never got follow-up on schools and all of the things, you know, and it's such a great...
What do you say to a Japanese soldier on the battlefield?
What's he
But not you,
not to get involved.
I brought him, sir.
I want him out of here.
Sir, you asked me to run this investigation, and the situation is way
Don't
more
bother with
complicated.
Gotta listen to
You
him,
had a
man.
simple job and you failed. Mr. President,
What do you call Bruce Lee?
we've uncovered intel at Camp Echo 1 that could put millions of lives at risk. Now, you and I both know Isaiah's innocent.
No.
I'm happy to have this conversation in public.
We got the blue now to the white.
Like, it seems like a lot of bad calls, man.
Yeah, like let's do this in public so everybody knows.
This is crazy. Japan's supposed to be our ally.
Jackal. Jackal, do you copy?
Make it quick.
That
Got
is so
Japan's
scary.
fleet on my ass trying to make it to that island before we do.
That's exactly what he wants. Stearns has been pulling the strings on everything. Serpent's theft of the adamantium, the attack on the White House, the CIA lead to Japan. He's pitting you and Japan against each other to ensure that this moment happens.
How the hell did he do all that from prison?
Mind control. He created a technology that allowed him to control the minds of anyone he targeted, including maybe you, sir.
Yeah, we don't know.
Right. He could also be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You been
that's
feeling
smart.
like yourself lately?
But you made Tic Tacs.
Of course I have.
He has your data, sir. Why?
I don't know. If he can control minds, surely he can hack files.
Well, the logs show that you visited Camp Echo 1 numerous times.
To ensure a high-value prisoner was secure.
Saying EKG, the blood work, was all taken there, sir.
This is ridiculous.
Mr. President, answer the question.
What are you
I
hiding?
don't have to answer you.
Why visit a black site in the middle of nowhere?
I
and have
order
this
you to
work done
stop
to conduct these tests. Why?
Because I was dying, goddammit!
Oh,
Oh, yeah, his heart condition. He needed help.
no wonder you want to see what your daughter is.
Because my heart was failing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what it was.
No one could figure it out until he did.
Yeah, that's it. But at what cost, right? What?
These things kept me alive. And in return, I gave him hope
Not just TikTok.
that he might get his life back.
But you didn't. But you
You
never.
Why do
gotta
you keep him
laugh.
locked up?
To do the work.
But he was.
I even tried to get him moved,
But you couldn't risk losing the pills.
Nope. You could have stayed in touch with her.
after your friend the Hulk and the abomination destroyed Harlem, someone had to take
Damn.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't gonna be you.
collateral
I knew
damage.
he was gonna say like collateral
damage.
damage.
That's a person's life.
Just like
I dedicated my entire life to serving this country.
so many also have.
The one person who matters
His daughter,
doesn't
Betty.
understand.
His daughter.
He never forgave me for sending the army after Banner.
That's like his anchor, huh? He's getting
Yeah,
back to
that's
his
kinda
daughter.
gnarly.
I had to
It's a
survive
big boo-boo.
It was pretty bad.
so that my daughter knew that there was more to her father.
Wow.
That I'm the same man that used to take her to see the cherry blossoms.
Oh, that's why we see cherry blossoms this whole movie.
Still can, sir.
You can still fix this. You can still.
I know what it's like to feel you have something to prove.
He seems genuinely like.
Fair. And that's
Everyone
Indeed.
messy
Step
over
over
this.
this.
But when showing there's more to you, it's not about when times are easy.
It's when it gets hard. Just like
It's
in a
about
relationship.
moments like this.
There you go.
He's great at speeches too, just like Steve Rogers
Now,
is.
we're here
He has
because
so much empathy for
Stearns
people.
wants revenge
And she's gonna call
and
him.
doesn't care if he incites a war. We're playing right into his hands.
Can't really go to the Jap.
Mr. President, 2 of our F-18s just fired on the Japanese fleet.